Okay, let's talk about something that, let's be honest, almost all of us have dealt with: asking for the money you're owed. It is so awkward, it's frustrating, and it can be completely draining. But what if I told you the solution wasn't about being pushy, but about a really simple shift in your mindset? All right, let's get into it. I mean, that really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Think about it. We haven't actually lost the money. You did the work, you gave the loan, the money is yours. What's really gone is the courage to just ask for what's rightfully yours. And that's what this is all about: getting that courage back. So, what's the deal here? Have you ever wondered this? Are some people just lucky? Do they only work with super honorable people while the rest of us are stuck? Well, the source material for this explainer says, nope, the difference isn't the person who owes you money. The difference is you, your strategy, and even deeper than that, your psychology. All right, so let's get to the root of this, because before you can even think about fixing the problem, you have to understand the mental traps that are holding you back. This whole thing starts in your head, way before you ever send a text or pick up the phone. And this is the first big idea you need to grasp. It's a total game changer. Getting paid isn't really about the money changing hands. It's a psychological game. If the person who owes you senses, even for a second, that you're hesitant or apologetic or just not serious, they subconsciously file your payment under optional. The battle's over before it even began. You've lost. And look, this just lays it out perfectly, right? On the left is what most of us do. We get all emotional in our texts. We start with, hey, so sorry to bother you, but we just wait around hoping they'll magically remember. All of that screams weakness. The fix here is to completely flip that script in your head. You're not a creditor begging for money. You are the owner of a right. You're simply collecting your property. Okay, so we've established the problem is all in our heads. So what do we actually do about it? Well, it really comes down to two things: super simple but crazy effective tools that just slice through all the excuses. Absolute clarity and the right tone. This right here, this is everything. See, when you're fuzzy or unclear, you're basically handing them an excuse on a silver platter. It gives them an out. Oh, I'll get to it soon works when soon is an option. But when you're crystal clear, there's nowhere for them to hide. Just look at the difference here. Pay me whenever you can. That's not a request. It's a suggestion. It's a hope. It has zero urgency. But this, the amount of X is due by the end of Thursday. That's an instruction. It's specific. It's concrete. There's no room for interpretation. One is a wish, the other is a plan. So you've got the clarity down, but you have to deliver it with the right tone. If you get angry or emotional, you just look desperate. If you try to be funny about it, you look like you're not serious. The magic formula is simple: calm, firm, and short. No drama, no long-winded stories, just the facts. And boom, here it is. This is basically the perfect message. Think about it. It's totally calm, no emotion. It's firm, it references our agreement, and it's super short. But the killer part? It doesn't ask if you'll pay. It asks what time. It just assumes it's happening. That is such a power move. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great in a presentation, but does it actually work in the real world? Well, let's take a look at a story from our source material that shows exactly how this mental and tactical shift plays out. So this is Ali, and I bet his story is going to sound super familiar. He is a designer, did the work, but for 3 whole months, he gets the runaround. You know the drill. This week, next week, I'm slammed. He was being polite, he was being patient, and he was getting absolutely nowhere. So Ali was doing everything we talked about not to do. But then he completely changed his approach. Look at this new message. According to the contract, the remaining balance must be settled by tomorrow. Otherwise, legal proceedings will be initiated. Whoa. No more being the nice guy. He was professional. He laid out the facts and, crucially, a clear consequence. So what do you think happened? All those excuses? Gone. The delays? Over. That money that was supposedly coming next week for 3 months? It hit his account. The same day. The moment Ollie got serious, so did the client. And that's the big takeaway from Ollie's story, right? It was never about the client not having the money. They had it. What was missing was a boundary. Ollie's politeness was basically giving them permission to pay him whenever they felt like it. The second he drew a line in the sand, everything changed. All right, so you've seen the psychology behind it. You've seen a real-world example of it working. Now it's your turn. We're going to walk through a super simple 3-step plan you can use like right now to take control of the situation. Seriously, don't just nod along. Let's actually do this. These 3 steps are designed to take you from feeling frustrated and powerless to being completely in control. It all starts with getting clear with yourself before you even reach out. Okay, here we go. Step 1, get super clear. Who owes you? What is the exact amount down to the cent? Step 2, write out the message. Use that calm, firm, short formula we talked about. And I mean actually write it down. Edit it. Take out every single word that sounds like an apology. And step 3, this might be the most important one. Before you even hit send, you need to decide what you will do if they don't pay by the deadline. And let me tell you why that last step is the secret sauce. People who are late with payments, they have a sixth sense for hesitation. They can smell it a mile away. But when you know exactly where your next move is, that certainty, that confidence, it just radiates from you. Even if you don't say it, they can feel it, and they know the game is up. Okay, as we get ready to wrap this up, I want to take a step back for a second because this whole thing, it's not really just about the money. It's about something way, way bigger. This says it all. You know, when you let a debt go uncollected, it starts to feel heavy. It turns into resentment, and it can make you feel like you're not valued. So collecting your money isn't being rude, it isn't being greedy. It is a powerful act of self-respect. It's you declaring that your work, your time, and your agreements matter. And that's really what it all boils down to. It has to start with you. If you don't take yourself, your time, and your work seriously, how can you expect anyone else to take your money seriously? You can't. So take yourself seriously. The money will follow.